to Finding Calm in the Chaos. I am Denise Sith, and this is my podcast. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another episode of Finding Calm in the Chaos. I'm Denise, in case you didn't know. Wow, so tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Everybody ready? I've been prepping all week because it's just me, Mr. Sith, and Peta. And my mother-in-law. So there's that. So she's coming. She usually gets lost on the way here. And there's that. So I'm basically, it's just going to be a small affair. I got some little charcuterie. Not even making it pretty. I don't even care. I don't even think I'm going to put it on a plate. I think I'm just going to like rip open the package and put it there. Like, here, have some charcuterie. What else am I doing? I'm making, so I don't like turkey. Neither does my husband. And Peter only eats legs. Now, I could not find legs that were clean at the store. So when I say clean, I mean, so we don't eat like regular meat at the stores like that. It has to be like, organic, non-GMO, all that kind of, there's a lot of shit going on, dudes. So, we opted to do, and by we, I mean me, cause I cook it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do turkey breasts. So I got 2 breasts, one for each side of the turkey, and I'm going to butterfly it and stuff it and roll it and bake it off. What else? Let's make this about food right now. I am serving it. Obviously, I'm going to make a turkey gravy. I actually am not going to make it because I don't have a whole bird. So I actually bought a very nice clean gravy from our food shed co-op locally here. So if you don't have a grocery co-op near you, I highly suggest you find one or become part of one. I knew Buster would have to say something about the random squirrel sitting on the tree across from me. I'm not outside, but I mean like across from our sidewalk. Yes, he's staring him down right now like, how dare you come to me? Yeah, I'm talking about you, dude. He turned around and looked at me like, I don't sound like that. Yes, you do. So a little gravy with that, a little turkey gravy. And then I'm also making bacon, like bacon wrapped around carrots, whole carrots. I appreciate everybody's concern about my carrots. Apparently there's a huge carrot issue in this world with food. If you are not excited about the fact that we are going to start the next administration that was just elected in is going to be, hopefully, their plan is to clean up our food supply, then I don't even know what to say to you. But right now we have videos from 2016 that are circulating from PETA about people abusing, basically murdering, and having sexual relations with turkeys. We have organic carrots, a huge carrot recall across the country. I appreciate that everybody was concerned because we were juicing carrots the other day, but those came from a garden. And the ones I bought are from our co-ops, or they are directly from a local farm. So there's that. I highly suggest you start shopping local until they clean things up because it's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. Like it's sad that like it's 2024 and we have like neuroreceptor blockers and damagers and, all of the crap that's in our food, but yet it is not, these things are banned in other countries. So I ask you if you're like, it's no big deal for Fruit Loops have garbage in them, Denise. Okay, but here's the thing. Why are our Fruit Loops colored with all sorts of dyes that are known agitators to many diseases? But the ones in anywhere but here are colored naturally with like spirulina and beet and, natural things, turmeric. Is the whole world wrong and it's just us? Yeah, I don't think so. I think that we just let things get carried away because we didn't care, because we were living a good life here in America and we kind of didn't pay attention to the gatekeepers. So we're on that all over again. Hey, better late than never. We gotta start somewhere. So my stuffed turkey breasts, turkey gravy. I'm gonna have carrots wrapped in bacon. And then after you wrap them in bacon and you bake them for a certain amount of time, you roast them out. You bring them out and then you brush them with, I think it's maple syrup and thyme. Like, shut your mouth, right? And then you just bake them off for another like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I want those in my belly. And I'm also making, I had to think, what the hell am I making? I'm making my stuffing. I say stuffing because, I'm going to put it inside the turkey breast, and that's called the stuff. You know what I'm saying? I may have a small dish that I put to the side and bake off like dressing, but so I may have both. There's that. And then I'm also making I just candied my pecans the other day. I know some of you say pecan. I say pecan because I'm from Chicago. And I made some candied pecans, and really it was the easiest candied pecan. I make them, but I didn't make them like I used a different recipe. I used a recipe for the salad that I'm making. So this just called for like brown sugar, water, cinnamon, and cayenne. Like, shut up. And it wasn't a lot of cayenne. It was like literally less than a quarter. It was like an eighth of a teaspoon. Just a little like, I would normally call like an eighth of a teaspoon a dash or pinch, but you don't want to touch cayenne. Probably not a good idea. So just use an eighth of a teaspoon. So that's what I did. And I could barely tell there was a little sharpness, little sharp finish, but they were delightful because I only needed a cup. So I ate the rest. There's that. Chef's prize. And then those pecans are going to go on my, I'm doing a salad with shaved Brussels sprouts. If you've not had shaved Brussels sprouts or shaved cabbage, not coleslaw, people, but it's a shaved coleslaw salad. So you do it if you don't have a machine to do it, which I do, but I can also cut manually. Sometimes it's a bigger issue for me, in all honesty, to pull the machine out to do it because I can cut it just as fast by hand. You know what I'm saying? That's all that culinary training. But you shave Brussels sprouts, and then there's some dried cranberries in there, and bacon, little crisp bacon, pomegranate aprils or seeds, whatever, and the candied pecans. And there's a wonderful like vinaigrette that goes with it. Delicious. So that's going to go on the side. And then I made a pumpkin loaf, like with chocolate pumpkin spice chips. And both are gluten-free, dairy-free. Boom. And then I'm also going to sprinkle some of those. I saved some of the pumpkin spice chocolate chips. They're by Lily's. Okay, if you want some Lily's. And I'm going to melt that down and kind of do a drizzle on top of the loaf as well. For a little decadence because it's the holiday. And then I also made, what else did I make? I feel like I made something else, but I don't know what it is. Huh. Oh, I'm making a no-bake cheesecake. So it was supposed to have like a chocolate crust, like graham cracker crust, but yeah. Well, number one, I couldn't find it. And I was like, yeah, does it really have to be gluten-free? But I wound up using gluten-free anyway. I'm going to use, so I think it's pretty much gluten-free. Yeah, because everything I have is, it's not dairy-free, but it's definitely gluten-free. So, because I like gluten-free graham crackers. They're okay. I love them. Especially the Pamela ones. I love Pamela. That brand is yum. So I got those, and I'm going to, I did the crust with just the regular gluten-free graham crackers and some butter. And then I'm going to do the cream cheese. And then I'm going to let that sit up. And then I'm going to put a caramel, whatever you want, layer on top. And then I'm going to decorate that with vanilla marshmallows. And I like the dandies because they're gluten-free. I love me marshmallows and cotton candy. Two decadent things that are like super sugared up, but are great treats for me. I love them. I freaking love cotton candy. I can't be trusted with it. Like if I get a bag, I'll eat it all. Like I got to take it in little increments because it's just so yummy. And that's a little something you learned about me today. I mentioned it before, I'm pretty sure, but I don't, I can't just buy it. Like, but when I do want something sweet, I keep hitting my little coffee zombie on my microphone again. I'm moving her. I just love it. I just freaking love it. So I got the dandy and I didn't realize I got the mini marshmallows. They're vanilla flavored, but I tasted them. They tasted fine. Listen, somebody has to sacrifice themselves. I cannot feed everybody and not taste everything that I'm doing. I normally don't, in all honesty. I just wanted the marshmallows. Yes. And then a little shaved chocolate on top. Mom used a little dark chocolate that came out of my Universal Yums box. There's that. So we did Universal Yums, was in Belgium and was delicious. Of course, lots of chocolate, lots of truffles. They had a Flemish stew, rippled potato chip. That was delightful. Weirdest thing in the box to me was a chocolate bar with like toasted corn in it. Like picture like a popcorn kernel, but crunchy, like the crunchy ones. So like a corn nut, but fresh. I hate corn nuts. I like the taste of corn nuts, but I don't want to like lose a tooth eating them. So almost like a corn nut. It had, but like popcorn in your chocolate. And I know it sounds completely bizarre, but because we were all like, wait, what? And Peter was like, I made that one's so we all got to guess. So we use Universal Yums. If you haven't, it's a box you can order. The company's Universal Yums. They're different sizes snack boxes. They'll send you a different country every month, and you get a little like score sheet in it to like say how you like it. It's either a smiley face, a flat line, which is a meh, and a no face, a sad face. And we always use stars as like our favorite, or a bonus that we thought like extra that we didn't think we do. But this month they had you put a heart over the product in your little score box that you thought you would like the best before trying it. And all of us picked what our favorites were, what we picked. It's like, well, we definitely know what we like. I picked the chocolate covered cherry bar. That was delicious because it was eating like a chocolate covered cherry, but in a bar. And Peter picked the popcorn and the corn chocolate bar, and he loved it. There's that. I forget what Mr. Sith picked, in all honesty. Oh, it was the coconut macaroons. He loves coconut macaroons. So they had coconut macaroons in there too. And he was like, I'm all in. And those were his favorite as well. And I'm pretty sure he finished them as well because I did not see the package in there later when I went to get one. So he either hit them or he ate them all. There's that. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. It's going to be fabulous. I'm not even sure I'm going to get dressed yet. Like I may make it a pajama day. I'm not even kidding. Because nobody's coming except my mother-in-law. Like, who cares? Just saying. But it's for me personally, it's been very stress-free this holiday. It's been with respects to having to plan, doing what I want, buying minimal. I love it. So it has been a huge advantage and benefit to me emotionally, and psychologically and physically, right? Because I'm like looking at myself and I'm like, do I need to really mop again? No, I don't. I don't really care, people. But I do have a newfie, so it's kind of a vacuum every day, or you have a Tundra in your house kind of deal, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how often you brush them. And if you own a Husky or Great Pyrenees or Siberian Husky. What is the other one? Malamute. You people know. You know, golden retriever people, you don't know. You absolutely do not. I have friends who has a retriever and she's just like, oh my God, my golden has hair all over my house. And I'm like, want to trade? Want to trade? You don't really know what hair is unless you own like a seriously double coated dog winter coat. Yeah, nope. Like I thought Chica gave us a lot of hair. She blew her coat every time the weather changed. But that was like little short hair. This is big tufts of hair. And he has different kinds because obviously he's got two coats, right? So you either have like a long hair on your, like all of a sudden you look down and you're like, why is this long ass white hair on my leg? Because that's him. That's his outer coat. And then sometimes you walk around and there's like little half bow ties, white and black ones laying all over. So imagine if you put two of them together, they have like a small side and then they're like a little fan. Those are his undercoat coming out. I'm like, really? I just brushed his back legs the other day with Mr. Sith and we filled up a whole plastic bag. I'm not even joking. Just his ass. I was like, the struggle is real, but I love him and he's here to stay. He's laying next to my desk like he's so tired and he can't get over it. Mr. Sith went and got Starbucks today and he loves the way it smells like coffee. Grandma started that crap. My mom came here and she was like, she always gave Chica and her dog Molly, who are both over the Rainbow Bridge, coffee all the time, right? They wait for them. And then she started giving it to Buster. And I was like, wait, what do you like? She goes, isn't it cute? Look at his whole face in there. And he's trying to lick while his whole face is in my mug. And I'm like, okay, can you stop feeding him coffee? Like, what are you doing? So now, like when I drink Starbucks, I got like a venti cold. I got the iced. Okay, so I get if you're going to go to Starbucks, I don't want no crappy ass coffee. I want like, well, it is crappy coffee, but I don't want to make it myself. I just wanted a treat, right? Something I didn't have to do that was super sugary. So I do a venti gingerbread iced with, I think I got the gingerbread cold foam and 2 extra pumps with chai. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I put chai in everything. Speaking of chai, so my friend Cheryl has been amazing because her kids go to school in the Nashville area, college. And so when they're down there, she came back one time and she brought me, she was like, I had some chai tea at her house once. So I got her hooked on tea off of coffee. She was trying to drink coffee. So we have a local tea shop that I hooked her up with called Irie Cup. And so they're local in downtown Huntley, Illinois. They do ship. Their teas are amazing and they blend themselves. And it's LaShonda and Joseph Lewis. They are amazing. I love them as small business owners. It's Christmas. They have a Christmas holiday box tea sampler. It's freaking amazing. There's free advertising right there. But I love their shop. And so I hooked Cheryl up to it. And then she was like all addicted. And she's like, thank you for turning me on to hot tea again and loose teas on top of that. Because, you know, some people think they start drinking tea and you get a bag out. Yeah, I can't do bag teas. It tastes like chemicals. And until you start drinking loose tea, and mind you, I use paper recyclable tea bags. If you need a tea bag, sometimes I'll make tea bags ahead of time in case I need to go anywhere. I'm just like grabbing stuff and I can't wait. And I just have to stick it, you know, because I usually use like a stainless steel strainer, like cup strainer. But if I don't have time because we're running out in the morning to co-op or something, then I'll just put it in a disposable or recyclable tea bag. And this way I could just toss it, but it doesn't have all the chemicals and stuff in it. It tastes way better. That being said, back to the story of the original story off 3 I just told. Oh my God. So we, she, every time she comes back from Nashville, she made a chai tea for me. And it was from Biscuit Love in Nashville. And it was so good. I'm like, what a smooth blend. Now, they have a really nice chai at Irie Cup here locally. But there was something about that iced chai blend that was like amazing. And you can heat it up or drink it cold, which is fantastical in my world. So, long story longer, Cheryl has been supporting my tea habit. I'm like, I'm just going to pay you. Can you bring me 2 bags this time? She's like, yeah. But I'm like, they don't deliver their tea, like their chai. They don't ship it. They don't. I'm like, why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because like 100 people stand outside to eat their biscuits every day. So they don't need to. There's that. So as long as her kids go to school in Nashville, or I know people in Nashville, yeah. My friend Michelle's daughter's in Nashville, and she's going to be down there shortly. So I think she may have to be like an alternative. Michelle, if you're listening, police officer Michelle. I have so many Michelles as friends. Police officer Michelle. Officer Michelle, you're being put on duty that if you move down to where your daughter is, you may have to supply my chai tea habit, and I'll ship you money, and we'll do that. Plus, I'll come visit you and buy like 15 bags. There's that. Thank you. Ahead of time. So what else is going on? Trying to look at my thing here. Oh, hey. So, well, number one, I hope you guys all have like a very calm and relaxing Thanksgiving. Just don't let stuff get to you. Like, it's easier said than done, but man, oh man, like it needs to stop. So I just finished this week a 10-week Bible study with a group of women in Revelations. Yeah, my first one, and I started in Revelations. It was a little daunting, I'm not going to lie. It was like 12 to 14 pages of homework a week, but it was, and that's also side reading as well. So like you might have to look up other stuff, and I don't know it by heart, so I had to read it. And then they're like, refer to this line in Isaiah. And it's like, well, that line means nothing to me. So then I'd have to read all of Isaiah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I got through it and I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. And then we are doing another one I'm doing with another group of women online with Brenda Cooper and her group. Brenda Cooper is the author of God Goggles, another mad, I'm doing a bunch of solids right now for everybody. So Brenda is the author of God Goggles, which is available on Amazon. Great book, 90-day devotional, might be 120. Not sure. Brenda, I'm so sorry. I don't know, even though I've read it like 5 times already. That is an amazing, amazing book. So, and it makes a great gift. If you have a friend who's a little freakazoid, not like, little high strung, probably needs some God Goggles. So there you go. What else is going on? Oh, and so we're going to do with Brenda, maybe I should finish the sentence. Brenda's group's doing the book of Luke. So we're going to do that for 24 days, which I believe is the life of Jesus. I'm not 100% sure, but makes sense that if you're reading something for 24 days up to Christmas, that you're probably going to be talking about Christ, right? There's that. What else is going on? Speaking of books, let me tell you, I have learned so much in this book process with Peter's book. Don't get me started. Guys, I know I've talked about books before. I have multiple on the burners. Like I have a stove with like 80 freaking fires. Okay. I'm so glad that I worked on his book first because it was able to get me through some serious trials and tribulations, and you got to get through the kinks into these publishing companies. Now, what I did know was that, so Peter's book was published on KDP, which is like Kindle Distribute Publishing or something like that, direct publishing, something like that. I don't know. It was the Amazon one. However, they did not support hardcover for kids' books, which makes 0 sense to me. But we went with a glossy cover. Then they wouldn't support a 10 by 8 book. So I had to convert it to 8.5 by 11 or something like. I had to go from a landscape to a portrait book, which then had me go in, and I might have talked about this last week, and if I did, I'm sorry. But I had to redo or retouch up all my pages. And then I had to redo the cover because I've never done this before. And the front and the back cover have to be together. It's like one whole page document. including the spine. So got that worked out, sent it in to be reviewed, and it was in review. We did it like on Thursday, on a Thursday. So like we were like, oh man, like how fast is this? I don't know, right? But it was approved first thing on Monday. So Peter officially is a published author. I still have not heard back. It's still being reviewed at the Library of Congress. We probably won't get the Library of Congress number until the end of the month, which is fine because I would like to put this into a hardcover format, which means we're going to have to switch publishers. I'll have a new ISBN. I'll send it off to Library of Congress. He'll have the one for the soft cover. We can add it to that for the next print, that kind of thing. And crazy people, what you need to do. But I'm very pleased with how it worked out, how it turned out. He seems to like it. We haven't seen the hardcover yet because here's where we're having like the stress is on, right? The heat's on, peeps. Peter has 2 homeschool fairs, and I have talked about this. One with a co-op that his tutor is at. She is part of the board there, and we signed up for her Young Entrepreneurs Holiday Fair. Okay. She has been talking about Peter because she used her Young Authors Entrepreneur, curriculum guideline, right? Her lesson plan. She tested that out on Peter over the summer while she was tutoring him. And so here he is publishing a book, and she thought it would be like, what a great example and something to like look forward to by seeing that one of her students that she tried this program on actually published a book. So we would like to have books available for that. However, I do not think we're going to get our author copies in time. So they said that they would be delivered before December 11th. I need everybody to pray that we get them December 3rd. Because we need them for the 4th and the 5th. Because we have our homeschool holiday fair on the 5th. And so I think I found a way. So I found, what are they called? Like proof copies. So I ordered 4 or 5 proof copies. Those we're getting Friday, but they're not for resale. But at least there'll be something there for people to see. And so I'm going to have Mr. Sith set up some codes and like a name, and we'll have like, what the cover looks like so that people can order from Amazon there. Would we have loved to sell them directly so that Peter can sign them all? Yeah, but that's just not going to work out. And I don't want to get upset about it. So I've decided that I have my backup plan. We have, plan B. And so when we get the books, the author copies that we have, then what we're going to do is Peter and I are going to sign them all. So there'll be 40 copies, and we won't have all available because some of them are going to be gifts for us to friends and family. But I'm thinking maybe I could do 10 of those. We're going to put together a little package, and we're going to offer them online to you guys and on social media. So we're working on that. So you'll have a signed copy by both. I'm telling you, it's a good book. It's a good book. And good books are because of, the writing. I just drew some pictures. I drew redrew some pictures based on his recommendations, and we went with it. So his book, again, I would be remiss if I was not his mother in mentioning that his book, Popcorn World by Peter Sith, is available on Amazon. It gets released December 1st. And make a great stocking stuffer and a gift for any child. There's that. You guys are going to get a little surprise because I have a new advertisement coming in December. And you guys, I listened to this and I had the finished advert, for, and I had like a little tear in my eye because It's that good. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it. So, I don't take my advertisers and what I promote easily. And so this one was kind of a slam dunk for me. You're going to love it. That's pretty much all I got for this week. I hope all of you, thank you if you took the time to listen to us while you're getting your Thanksgiving stuff ready and all your goodies for your family and friends, or like me, maybe just like you're home by yourself and you're just chilling with your homies. That's good too. So you guys have an amazing, happy Thanksgiving in America. And for those of you not, we'll get over it. We just eat turkeys. It's a long thing. The story is skewed. If you know, you know. And I will talk to you guys. I think we have one. So this is, I'm trying to determine if no, there is no coffee talk this Saturday. So the next time we will talk will be in December. You'll get to see the new advertising that I got, or I guess I should say, I can't even think of the word. Oh my God. Sponsor. Oh my God. I'm a great podcaster, aren't I? My new sponsor. La 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 la. And that's it. Until next week, lead with kindness and lean on God. Bye.